White for three. And she sinks it in. Here's Karina with the layup. Decker to Mickwitz long two, sinks it in. Decker with a mid-range deuce. Bonavita for three. Got it.
Well, no, we can all hear each other. Number 22, we can all hear each other. So if you stand over there, it won't matter. And number 24, Gary Pack. And goes to the Bombers with Brown Moose. And now the starting lineup for East Long Meadow Spartan. Number 12, Decker. We won't have time for a preview. Number 35, Elsie O'Shea. Number 5, Danny White. Number 13, Gabby Haywood. And number 33, J.E. Mickwitz. Head coach of the Spartans is Daniel Mauer. And now would you all please rise for the playing? Or actually,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful East Long Meadow Gymnasium. I'm joined alongside Tom Cronin tonight for this matchup between the Spartans of East Long Meadow and the Bombers of Westfield. Spartans coming into this game at 7-8. Westfield coming into this game at 8-8. Both teams looking to make a deep play or a deep end of the season run to make the playoffs, Tom.
right, and as we all know, you need 10 wins to make the playoffs, so both teams are right in that hunt. East Long Meadow needs 3 more wins, Westfield only needing 2. A crucial game for both teams as we're about ready to play. East Long Meadow's last game was a win against Agawam, 46-44. As for Westfield, their last game was a win against Minichog, 35-29. So both of these teams coming down to the end of the season hot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. East Long Meadow went to Westfield last time they played, and East Long Meadow did win by 2. So hopefully they can keep that going here. We are ready to tip this one off here. Ball is up, and it is gained by Westfield. Westfield taking over midcourt to start this one off. Gets the ball down low, and that's a quick bucket for Westfield. That's number 24, Patton.
Carrie Patton with the quick 2 for the Bombers. And Matt, interesting to know that Karina Lindsay has been in the hospital, or she just got out of the hospital from surgery with her injury this year.
So that's certainly good news. And a traveling violation early for the Spartans. So they get called for a turnover on their first possession. Westfield, hard time getting it in, and East Long Meadow will get the ball right back. So 2 turnovers already in this ball game, 1 for each team.
And as we see, Kelly O'Shea is out there on the floor, Matt, for Olivia Bonavita. who was also previously injured.
Kelly O'Shea with the ball. Swings it in the corner to Whitehopper. Here's Julia Decker. Tries to get it down low, and that one's stolen. It's the second turnover tonight for the Spartans. Here's Westfield setting up their offense. Gets the ball down low once again, but she lost it, and that's the Westfield's Bombers' second turnover of the game. Here comes Ashley Horgan in the game for Kelly O'Shea.
Well, coming into tonight, the top 20 teams, Northampton is number 1 in Western Massachusetts. The teams in this ball game, Westfield's at 15th, and East Long Meadow is in 17th place in Western Massachusetts. Matt, are these new unis for the Bombers?
I believe they are. They do look new. There's Danny White on the left side. Finds Jamie Mickwitz on the elbow. Tries to make a move to a bucket. Puts a little too much on it. Rebound Westfield. Westfield with the ball on the left side of the key. Gets it back up top. Looks down low. It's tapped away by a Spartan. It will stay down low for the Bombers. Bombers inbounding the ball. They get it in. And that's a nice job to get it to go. And the foul. That's number 24, Patton. That's her 4th point of the game. Looking for a 5th at the line here tonight, Tom.
Yeah, Carrie Patton has 107 points on the year so far. 109 including that bucket. So she's definitely a force for this Bombers
Yeah, and she's
squad.
not even their leading scorer. Their leading scorer is actually Alicia Arnold with 182 points on the season.
And right behind her is Rebecca Santiago with 146. And, man, I'm looking at the bench, and you can see Nalani Walker might get some playing time
Yep,
tonight.
we saw her warming up. She looked good in the warm-ups. And the ball is out of bounds again for the Spartans. Definitely having a tough time to set up the offense tonight, Tom.
Well, it's 4-0 with 6:22 left in the first, and as I think East Long Meadow has 2 to 3 turnovers here early on.
Yeah.
So
Here's Patton with the ball down low against Mikowitz. And she gets called for a traveling. Spartans setting up the press break here. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Spartans are down 4-0. Julie Decker finds Danny White. They get it over midcourt. Danny White, couple dribble moves. A Euro step. And she gets that one to go off the glass. And Spartans are on the board for the first time tonight. Westfield gets it over midcourt easily for a quick 3. And that is good. That's number 3, Alicia Arnold, their top scorer. Westfield on top 7-2. And here comes some subs for the Spartans.
we will see Nalani, also Meg Lindsay, and Amanda Ferrero joining her as well.
A rebound again by Westfield. Coach Maurer telling the defense to get up on the ball. Nice job swinging the ball here by the Bombers. Kick it out. She gets it back up to the top. Pump fakes for 3, drives, and she gets fouled. And she's going to go to the line and shoot, too. Westfield looking sharp offensively and defensively, you could say, to start off this game.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a bad first quarter so far for East Long Meadow.
No.
Again, we're only about 2 minutes in, but possibly 9-2 here. Westfield could lead it if they make the 2 free throw shots. East Long Meadow doesn't seem shaky. It just seems like their turnover has been the biggest issue. It doesn't seem like they're coming down they're getting it past midcourt and then turning it over. So it's not, Westfield isn't pressing. Nothing's going on there as we see some substitutions come in. I want to see Nalani Walker plays. I haven't seen her all year until tonight's warm-ups.
And she hits both at the line. It is 9-2. Westfield on top with 5:17 to go in the first. Julia Decker looking to bring up the ball here for the Spartans. Gives it up to Kelly O'Shea. Back to Julia Decker. Gets it over midcourt. Here's Amanda Ferrero. Kicks it back out to Julia Decker. Julia looks to drive and kick it. That's stolen. A fast break for Westfield and an easy bucket for 2.
But Matt, that's what I'm talking about. That turnover, it was a nice developing play. Just
Yep.
Westfield cut in on it.
Here's the Lonnie jumper. No good. And Amanda Ferrero could not come up with that one. Back down the other way to Westfield. Westfield on top 11-2 with 4:35 to go in the first. Here's Westfield. They're going to take another 3. That's no good. Here's Julia Decker.
You can't let Lexi Minucci get that wide open.
Yeah, she's already proved that she can hit that shot tonight. Kelly O'Shea in trouble, gets it loose out to Julia Decker. Then Coach Maurer calls a timeout. Not really happy with what he's seeing so far, Tom. But again, very early in the ball game, and a lot can change.
No, and he calls it right after that wide open 3-point opportunity by Minucci.
Yep.
Like you said, East Long Meadow trailing 11-2 with 4:14 left here in the first quarter. Let's give you guys a standings update. Westfield leads it. They're 5-1 in the conference, 8-8 overall. Ludlow's in second at 3-2 in the conference, 8-9 overall. East Long Meadow is third in the division at 3-2 in the conference, 7-8 overall. Minnechagan fourth at 3-3 in the conference, 3-14 overall. And Agawam rounds it up at 0-6 in the conference and 4-14 overall.
So 4:14 left to go in the first quarter. East Long Meadow is trailing the Bombers 11-2.
And we've complained multiple times about the lack of fans coming. There's going to be a lot of less fans tonight because the hockey team is playing Long Meadow tonight, and it's Long Meadow senior night, so I'm sure we'll send some extra kids over there to compete with their senior night festivities. But
Now, I believe senior night for the girls basketball team is against Long Meadow at their next game, because that'll be their final home game.
Yep, and that's on February 13th.
Right.
And they end the season with 3 straight road games going to Ludlow, Pittsfield, and Agawam.
Here's Kelly O'Shea in the corner. Spartan's got 7 seconds left to shoot. Here's Nalani with a drive. And she almost got that to go and the foul, but she's going to go to the line to shoot too. Nalani, chance for her first points tonight.
And the selection show is in less than 2 weeks. It's on February 22nd for the girls' MIA basketball playoff seeding determinations, as we're going to see Danny White check in for Julia Decker, but seasons flew by. And Matt, right around the corner is baseball season starting the 31st.
Yep. Very excited for that.
31st of March.
Right. And Westfield steps out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Spartans. So Spartans down 8 here with 3:53 to go in the first quarter.
And an update on the boys team, they lost last night in Northampton. They're actually leading at halftime, 26-25, but that has killed their playoff chances this year. But they can still be that bracket buster, you could say, trying to ruin another team's chances as well.
And here's Westfield, another fast break, and they get that one to go. It's 13-3, 3:35 left in the first. Nalani's going to bring the ball up here.
Carrie Patton's a smart ball player, excuse me.
Kelly O'Shea for 3, no good. Rebound Westfield, and they are not afraid to push the floor. And they slow things down here. 3:18 to go. Westfield on top by 10 in the first. Kicks it out, wide open 3. It's going to be well short. Kelly O'Shea with the rebound. Nalani Walker looks to drive. And she's fouled once again, and she'll go to the line. She is 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
Both teams are on a 2-game winning streak.
Gabby Whitehofer will check in for Amanda Ferrero, and Julia Decker will check in for Nalani Walker.
Looks like you got your athletes confused.
Yeah,
huh?
I said Gabby Whitehofer. I don't. I was thinking
both
soccer
first-
maybe. I don't know, but it's Gabby Haywood.
Both named Gabby. Honest mistake.
And Julia Decker with the steal, lays it up and in, and just like that, it's a 6-point game.
Look how much of a presence Julia Decker shows on the court.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Westfield almost threw that one away. Great defensive pressure by Kelly O'Shea. Get it back on top. It's knocked away by Julia Decker. And Gabby Haywood will get called for a foul here. With a third team foul. 13-7 Bombers on top. 2:38 to go in the first. And a 5-second call on Westfield. I saw the ref counting that from the second she had possession of the ball. Great defense by East Long Meadow. Here's Julie Decker. Over to Danny White. Danny White finds Meg Lindsay down low. Kick out to Julie Decker for three, no good. Rebound Westfield. Nice job swinging the ball there. They got the wide open three. They just couldn't get it to go. But eventually those shots will fall, Tom.
Yeah, they definitely will. East Long Meadow trailing by 6 here with under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and Westfield's going to call a timeout. But with that 5-second call there, you can see East Long Meadow with excellent defense above the perimeter. Again, East Long Meadow trails 13-7 here at home. East Long Meadow 7-8. Westfield is 8-8. So both teams are in the playoff hunt, as we mentioned earlier in this ball game, and it's going to be interesting down the stretch. I want to bring up the point. Remember when we went to Westfield for the football playoff game and how heartbreaking that was to see the end of the football season this year, excuse me. I mean, remember when they came here? That was even more of a heartbreak when Westfield came here and we blew the lead. I can't.
Yep.
It's so far away now, I can't even remember the score at halftime or what the final outcome was. But
I want to say they were up by 20 at half, something big. It was something big.
Yeah.
And they lost it. We'd even think, it never even crossed our minds that the Spartans would lose that game. But in high school sports, really anything can happen.
Yeah, it's it's a 50-50 battle every night. But
yep.
Going into that playoff game, I thought we had the best chances in the world. I go, that was a fluke last game, but not at home for Westfield. They're a tough team at home, and that was a fun season.
Yeah, yep, no doubt about it. So Westfield enjoying a 6-point lead early. And it's going to be an offensive foul, a moving screen on Patton. Coach Maurer calling out a play. Julie Decker having trouble here. And a timeout called by Coach Maurer. So now with 1:36 to go, Spartans are trailing by 6, 13-7.
Coach Maurer calling that timeout because it seemed as Julie Decker didn't know how to either run that play or her teammate didn't know how to run that play.
Yeah, they're having a very difficult time, running through the play like you said. But again, I think the Westfield defense has really made it tough for the Spartans so far tonight. They forced many turnovers, and they've had several fast break points.
And I believe we will be having the Little Leaguers joining us at halftime.
Yep, that is always fun to watch. So stick around for halftime as we will get to see a couple of the younger kids play basketball. I believe it's 5th and 6th grade girls. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh, we're moving up the ranks. Usually it's 3rd and 4th grade.
Yeah. I'd see Danny McGill's sister. So I think she's in either 7th grade. I'm not sure. But we do get to see the younger kids play. Here's Julia Decker. Gets into the corner to Kelly O'Shea. Dribbling, gets it back to Julia Decker. There's Gabby Haywood on top of the key. Nice kick out to Kelly O'Shea, no good. Tapped away by Gabby Haywood. And Spartans control it again, and downloaded Jamie Mikowitz off the glass and gets it to go. Nice ball reversals there by the Spartans, and they cut it to a 4-point game with about a minute to go left in the first quarter. And it's stolen by Danny White. Danny White kicks it out to Kelly O'Shea. Julia Decker for three. It's good, and now it's just a 1-point ball game. (13-7). East Long Meadow trailing by 1, and it's another stolen ball. Here's Julia Decker pushing the floor with 40 seconds to go left in the first quarter. Here's Kelly O'Shea. Down low to Jamie Mikowitz. Sees Gabby Haywood down low. Nice job swinging the ball. Jamie's going to take a three, and she's going to hit it, and the Spartans are on top 15-13. What a turn of events here, Tom.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just writing down what just happened. So first you had, I'm going to call it the staying alive play down low. You had so many ball reversals, and East Long Meadow almost had it turned over 2 times. Then you have Danny White with the pick, Decker with the three, another steal, and then Mikowitz cuts it to a 1-point ball game. Later on, East Long Meadow would take the lead with that three.
So the Spartans have the ball back with 8 seconds to go, and Jamie Mikowitz gets a floater to go. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Spartans on top by 4. 1 second left, and that will do it. Don't forget the buzzer rings a couple seconds after the clock strikes 0. So that's something we can't forget. So Spartans trailing all quarter until the last 30 seconds, Tom.
Right. We had that staying alive play, as I said, the steal from White, the three by Decker, another steal, the three by Mikowitz, and then Mikowitz ends it with the 2. And with that buzzer issue, I remember I freaked out because Coach Ochoa also freaked out because East Long Meadow got robbed of a play. Who was at Westside scored on the buzzer, but it was 2 seconds after because that's when the buzzer sounds. So the ref obviously calling it by the buzzer. He didn't look at the scoreboard seeing it was 000s. You got to get that fixed if you're East Long Meadow's athletic department. That could have cost East Long Meadow a lot of momentum going into that quarter ending. I can't remember which quarter it was.
So the Spartans are on top 17-13 here. As we head into the second quarter, and actually we are going to take a break to hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by The Pizza Shop, home of the legendary dough located on Shaker Road in East Long Meadow, and also by Let's Yo, a yogurt experience. You can visit Let's Yo on North Main Street in the Stop and Shop Plaza in East Long Meadow.
All right, welcome back here. Spartans are on top by 4. As we begin the second quarter. Here's Kelly O'Shea. Back up to Julia Decker. Kicks it to Danny White for 3. No good. Nice job by Mig Lindsay to keep it alive. Gives it over to Gabby Haywood. And Spartans will reset. Julia Decker. Hand off to Danny White. Nice ball reversals here. Back to Danny White in the corner. Up top to Julia Decker. Swings it to Gabby Haywood. Quick jumper. No good. Rebound Meg Lindsay, and she gets fouled. Excellent job by the Spartans with second and third chance opportunities.
Yeah, who was it? Lindsay and Haywood down low who kept that play alive.
All right, so we have a new member to our LCAT crew here tonight, Colin Casey. Welcome. So he's keeping the stats for us tonight. Colin, who are the top 2 scorers tonight for the Spartans?
Well, Jamie Mikowitz, who began to light it up at the end of the first quarter, has 7, and Julia Decker has 5 points.
All right.
She had 5 in the first quarter.
Now, Colin, I can't help but see you're a Dodgers fan, or are you just wearing the hat?
No, I'm just wearing the hat.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely a Red Sox fan. Oh, okay, that's good. I've got the nod, so that's a good sign. So 2-3 Red Sox to Yankee ratio fan here at the table. Or 2-1, excuse me.
Well, you got Nick Balboni up there, too, who's a big Sox guy. So.
All right, so now it's 3-1. And here's Danny White, who grabs the ball, and she goes off the glass and the foul. Everything going the Spartans' way right now, Tom.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the last time Westfield has scored, to be honest with you.
Certainly back in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21-13 Spartans.
So East Long Meadow has to be on a, X amount of number to 0 run here.
Yeah. And Danny White gets the free throw to go. It is 22-13 Spartans. Spartans setting up the press.
And I'm obviously impressed with the comeback they made, but what about this pressure on the defensive side creating the turnovers as well?
No doubt about it. Knocked away by Danny White, but it will stay with the Bombers. And it's lost and picked up by Danny White, but she'll lose that one out of bounds, but apparently will stay with Spartans, as it was last touched by the Bombers. And here's Nalani Walker checking in for Kelly O'Shea.
But you can see on the other side of the court, Danny White doing that back tap, causing Westfield to reset, and now Westfield turns it over. East Long Meadow will inbound. So the little things matters the most here in this big matchup. Really underrated matchup, you could say.
Here's Julia Decker. She'll take a three. No good. Little too much. She gets her own rebound. Gives it to Nalani Walker for two. No good. Rebound Westfield. Westfield pushed on the floor down the other end. They're going to pull it back out. Gets it in down low and back up top. Swings it into the corner. And she gets called for a traveling. .6:29 left in the first half of play. Spartans on top 22-13. Julia Decker setting up the offense here for the Spartans. Gives it up to Danny White. Quick three. Little soft on the touch there. And the Bombers will set this one up. 6 minutes to go left in the first half of play. Bombers on top 22-13. Down low, and it's stolen away by Mig Lindsay. Gives it up to Danny White, pushing the floor. And slows it down. Spartans want to set up the offense here. And nice steal there. That was number 24, Patton.
Interesting to see that Kaylee Duchesneau will check it for the Spartans a few moments. And also joining her will be Jamie Mikowitz and Amanda Ferrero. But let's see how Coach Maurer mixes and matches as we wind down the second quarter.
Gabby Haywood gets called for a foul down low, and Patton will go to the line and shoot two. That one is no good. Rebound by Jamie Mikowitz. Here's Julia Decker. Gives it up to Kaylee. Kaylee gets it back up top to Julia Decker. Looking to drive, and Julia gets fouled. This one will be on the floor. Nalani will inbound, gets it into Julia Decker. She's wide open. She's going to take the jumper, and that's no good. Westfield pushing the floor. They slow it down. 4:57 to go. Westfield is on top. Excuse me, the Spartans are on top 22-14, and a foul on Jamie Mikowitz. That'll be the Spartans' 15th foul.
And Danny White will check in for Nalani Walker.
Bombers get it in. And they're going to take a wide open three. No good. A fight for it, and the Bombers will take it. Here's Patton. Driving the lane, looks down low. Excellent look. And that was blocked by Jamie Mikowitz. I do not know about that call, Tom.
Yeah, I started to shake my head as well. I thought Jamie Mikowitz got her hand all over the ball, but the men in black and white disagreeing with our points. And
So now Jamie has 3 fouls, and she's going to come out now.
yeah, Meg Lindsay's going to take her out. As Kennedy misses her first one.
Westfield gets that one to go. Spartans on top by 7, 22-15. 4:26 left in the first half. Here's Amanda Ferrero in the corner. Up to Decker. Over to White for 3. No good. Rebound Meg Lindsay, and she gets fouled. What an excellent rebounding job tonight from Meg Lindsay.
Yeah, we've seen that the whole season with Meg Lindsay. Also, some of the other bigs, too. Jamie Mikowitz has done a great job. Gabby Haywood, who I don't really consider a big, but she's a force down low.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And Alani Walker seems like she's in for only short periods of time before Coach Maurer takes her out.
Yeah. Here's Westfield. Gets the ball over midcourt. And they kick out. They want another 3. No good. Weak side rebound. Quick jumper. That's way too much. But they get a rebound, and that's no good. And here's Danny White. Pushing the floor on the steal. Gives it up to Lanani.
Lanani, huh?
Nalani Walker. Hey, Spartans get this one to go.
What'd you say, Lalani?
I think so. That was...
You could say Lalani Whitehofer.
Yeah, 2 of my mess-ups today.
No, don't worry about it. I've done 1,000 throughout my career here. Don't worry about it at all. But, Matt, I think Westfield has only scored 2 points in the second quarter.
Yep. They did start the quarter with 13 points, and that was their first bucket on the last possession.
Both teams are in the bonus.
26-15, Spartans on top with 3:15 to go in the first half. They hit the front end of the 1-and-1.
UConn on tonight?
No, we have the night off, Tom.
We?
I am a part of UConn. I think you've learned over
The fan club?
I am a part of the fan club. Have a game. Is today the 11th?
Yes.
All right, so the 12th, which is tomorrow against USF.
Weakest conference in college basketball. Calling it right now.
What is?
The whatever you guys.
The American
Athletic? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Weakest conference.
We have Cincinnati, Louisville, Memphis.
Cincinnati. Coach has got my last name. Come on, can't be that strong.
They're a top 10 team, but
Sean Kilpatrick.
yeah, it's pretty good. Well, anyways, Spartans are on top by 10. And a foul is called here, and Westfield will shoot 1-and-1. Foul will be on Danny White, her second personal. So Spartans in a little bit of foul trouble early.
Well, here comes Ashley Horrigan, unless she's going to take out White.
So Jamie Mikowitz has 3, and Danny White has 2.
Spartans with a 10-point lead with 2 seconds under the 3-minute mark here in the first half.
And Westfield gets a rebound, and she gets it to go, and the foul.
That's inexcusable play on Nissan Meadows.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Those are rebounds you just cannot let up. Those are gimme rebounds. They should have that down on pat, but Westfield gets 2 points out of it. And here's Spartans bringing it back up the other way. Julia Decker. Over to Nalani Walker. Down low to Meg Lindsay. She gets it to go, and a foul.
So East Long Meadow taking that momentum right back.
Meg Lindsay at the line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Colin, how many points does Meg Lindsay have tonight for the Spartans?
She's got 6 points, all in the second quarter by my count.
Yeah, and now she has 7. So definitely Meg Lindsay working in her offensive abilities tonight. And a travel called against Westfield. Another turnover in here, Sophia Capua. She'll come in for Amanda Ferraro. Ashley Horgan with the ball, gets it up to Julie Decker. Sophia Capua, quick jumper, that's well short. And it'll go right out of bounds back to Westfield. Westfield gets the ball in with 2:27 to go in the first half. Spartans on top by 11, 29-18.
East Long Meadow in a 2-3 zone.
And Westfield gets a 3.
I think that's Arnold's second 3 of the night.
Yep. 29-21 Spartans. And that one's almost stolen, but it was tapped away by Westfield into the backcourt. And a traveling called.
Where?
Wow.
Where?
Tom wants to know where.
I do want to know where.
I do too.
We all know. Well, I don't know where that travel call was, but I thought she lost possession of the ball.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 ball right there. How is it a travel?
Well, Westfield will have the ball regardless with 1:45 to go. Nice look down low, and it's picked up by Nalani Walker, gets it over to Julia Decker. Julia Decker pushes the floor in the fast break. On top to Meg Lindsay. And too much. I thought she was going to alley-oop it to Meg Lindsay. Meg Lindsay throw it home with a one-handed jam, but that just didn't happen.
Pull little Candace Parker out here. I'll tell you what, nice look by Julia Decker, though.
There's another 3, and they'll hit it. A 5-point game.
So 2 consecutive 3s for Alicia Arnold. I believe she has 9 points tonight.
11, actually.
11?
So now Spartans, with a minute to go, they were only on top by 5. Here's Julia Decker for 3. Too much. Rebound Westfield. 29-24 Spartans. 56 seconds to go in the first half. Westfield controlling the ball up top. Ashley Horgan playing D on her. Gets it into the corner. Oh, a nice pick and roll. They get to the basket. It's blocked by Meg Lindsay. And the Spartans will have control of it. Here's Walker. Dribbling along the right side. And she puts up a floater. No good. Tom wants the foul there. .22 seconds to go. And they're going to take another 3. And they're just short with that one. Here's Walker with 12 seconds to go. Spartans up by 5. Walker in the corner to Decker. Decker, quick jumper. No good. Rebound, Meg Lindsay. 3 seconds to go. Over to Ashley Horgan at the buzzer. No good. That was a good look by Ashley Horgan, but we are going to go into the half with the Spartans on top only by 5, 29-24. Tom, your first half thoughts?
Well, the first quarter was definitely all Ludlow. I mean, not Ludlow. I'm looking at the other scores of other games going on, and I just looked at the Ludlow score. But for Westfield, they definitely dominated the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, out of the 8 minutes, 7 of the minutes went to East Long Meadow. Then the final minute, you could say, went to Westfield. And at the half, East Long Meadow leads 29-24. It should be interesting going into the third quarter. And Matt, I know you're getting some rosters for the halftime festivities, so I know you didn't pay attention to one word I said. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a good first half for East Long Meadow. Again, they lead by 5, and a crucial matchup as they head into the playoffs, and or hopefully they head into the playoffs. And Colin, your first half thoughts as well as your first. Give us some atmosphere. What's the word I'm thinking of here?
Yeah, how you enjoy your first broadcast?
Yeah. It's great. I mean, it's great to have an opportunity to come here and listen to you guys do it and then just take down some stats.
So who's leading the way for the Spartans tonight?
Let's see. Both Mikowitz and Lindsay have 7 points. Decker has 5, and White has 5 also.
All right. Some good stuff. And we're going to play a little Pioneer Valley Girls Suburban basketball here at halftime. So this is always fun to see. Here's number 11 with the ball. It's going to be Sabrina Mazza with the jumper. That's no good. Rebound by number 20, Nicole Coolidge. Here's Coolidge. Gets it down low. Nice look. No good. Rebound by Colleen Griffin. Griffin. Slicing and dicing through the defense. Puts up a jumper. No good. Rebound by number 23. I have Gianna LaCoury for number 23. Here's Griffin. Gets it into number 5. Welch. Down to LaCoury. No good, and here comes the red team. Kristen Dieni. No good. Sabrina Mazza calling out a play. Down low. Nice look. Oh, no good. Nice rebound. Here's Griffin. She looked like she got hacked there. A foul and a half, but here comes the red team. Here's McGuill pushing the floor. Sister of the legendary Dan McGuill.
Yes, the legendary 3-sport athlete.
Yep.
Lucky enough to call him in all 3 sports. Football, basketball, and baseball.
And number 23, LaCoury. Up to number 5, Mazza. Oh, excuse me, Welch. And that was number 11, Sabrina Mazza with the shot there. And she's going to take another one. That's blocked. Number 22. Down to number 23. That's no good. Rebound by Nicole Coolidge. She's going to bring it up the floor. Slices through the lane. Off the glass. No good. She gets her own rebound as she fell to the ground. And she's nothing but net. She's Shabazz Napier from the floor. Almost stolen there. Here's number 11. No good off the glass. That was Mazza. Coolidge gets the rebound. Throws it up to number 1, Kristen Dieni. And here is number 4, Kelsey McGuill. Controls the tempo. Down low to Coolidge. To number 3, Leah Morabito. And a little misconfusion here. And the white team will come out of it. Sabrina Mazza calling out a play. Gets it up top to LaCoury. Trying to dribble towards the basket. Here's a shot from the top of the key, and that's good from Sabrina Mazza. Kelsey McGuill. Dribbling, and she's hacked. I think that was a flagrant foul, and she will be ejected from the game. Just kidding. Here's Coolidge. Down low. Nice job by Kristen Dieni to get that bucket to go. Calling out a play. Number 5, Welch with the ball. Gets it over to LaCoury, number 23. On top to number 22, Jacqueline LaPlante. Down low to number 5.
Nice move.
Yes.
She gets rejected.
That was a nice move. And here's Coolidge with the ball once again.
No score updates. I was trying to look on Mass Live. I'm looking on Twitter right now. Nothing going on.
Oh, nice rebound by Coolidge. And Mazza will come out with it.
What's the score?
I believe it is 4-2, the red team. Oh, Mazza slicing and dicing through the lane, gives it to LaCory. Too much. Rebound by number 13, Colleen Griffin. She couldn't get that one to go, and here is Kristen Deaney with the ball, brings it up the court. That's number 21, Erica Levesque, fighting for it. And Coolidge with the rebound. I believe the red team is on top 42. Here's number 3, that was Leah Morbido. Gets it back up to Kelsey McGill. Nicole Coolidge, nice move to the basket, no good. Rebound. And here's Mazza pushing the break. Will she throw it home? No, she'll just lay it up and in, but that was a nice job by Sabrina Mazza.
Tied at 4?
Yes, I think so. I kind of got Tom's hopes high. I think he wanted a slam dunk there.
Yeah, your voice enthusiasm went up, but
Yeah. And that was number 21, Erica Levesque. It's either Levesque or Levesque. Not sure, but nice bucket by her. I think the red team's on top now, 6-4.
so a comeback.
It is a comeback, Tom. Oh, number 3, Leah Morbido. And it's stolen. Mazda doing it all for the white team tonight. And number 13, Colleen Griffin was blocked. And here comes Deanne down the other end. Here's Coolidge. No good from the red team. And here comes the white team down the other end. Mazda kicks it out. A little short with that one from Griffin. Picked up by McGill. And that will do it. The red team will take the national title with a final score of 6-4. Tom, your thoughts?
Interesting game. I can't wait to see their future as they become high schoolers. And what is this, 5th grade? 5th, 6th?
Yeah, something like that.
So, not too
Let's
far
see.
away before they enter high school.
Yeah, it is 5th and 6th grade, yep. Head coach Pete Coolidge, so hopefully.
Future of East Lomito basketball right here. But
Yep. All right, well.
any trivia question tonight or no?
You know what, Tom? I completely forgot, but I have it. I have the question.
Oh, you have the question.
I just forgot to ask it.
I never get to answer the trivia questions. It's usually me asking, so I love when this opportunity arises.
Tom. And Colin, you're in this too, so you can answer this too.
All right.
All right. What EL girls basketball team scored more points in a single season? The 2011 team, the 2012 team, or the 2013 team? All right, so we're going to reveal the answer, and we're going to get Tom and Colin's answers as we return for the second half.
And sports fans, stay in touch with all of East Longmeadow High School sports by following us on Twitter using our handle @LCATSports. And if you miss any of the games on TV, you can watch the game at your leisure by visiting us on YouTube and searching LCAT 01028.
All right, we're back here for the second half of play. Spartans on top 29-24. There's a quick shot. That's no good. Rebound by Julia Decker. Decker. And that one's stolen by Westfield. Westfield pushing. Quick dish. Gets it to the top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound. Kelly O'Shea. No. Tip to a Westfield player. And a foul will be called on Kelly O'Shea. First team foul the second half.
Her first personal foul as well.
And a quick jumper here from Westfield. No good. Rebound, Danny White. Danny White gets it over to Julia Decker. Sees Meg Lindsay wide open down low. She gets it off the glass. And good. 31-24, Spartans on top. Westfield. Here's number 24. That was Patton looking to get that one to go. That's no good. Rebound by the Spartans. Danny White swinging the ball around. Here's Kelly O'Shea for three. Well short. Westfield will pick it up. There's Patton on Lindsay. She drives, uses the left hand, no good. Rebound, Meg Lindsay. Gets it over to Decker. Here's Kelly O'Shea. Meg Lindsay swings it over to Danny White. And that one's stolen once again. That's number 3, Alicia Arnold. She gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line to shoot, too.
Coach Maurer not too pleased with the call, and walking by us just now was Connor Humphreys, the junior, and he is 1 win away in the wrestling season from reaching 100. I believe only 5 wrestlers have done that in East Long Meadow history.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe his brother is one of them.
Kyle Humphreys.
Yep. And Jake Stroman. He was a senior last year.
All-American as well.
Yep. And she hits both at the line, and it's back to a 5-point game. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. 31-26, Spartans on top. Here's Danny White. Gets it over to Walker. Here's Walker. Down low to Haywood. Swinging it. Danny White with a drive. She puts it up. No good. Coach Maurer wanted the foul call there. And here's Minakuchi. Swinging the ball. Minakuchi back with it on top. Kicked, and it's going to be a traveling call, I believe, on number 22. That's Mostello.
Yeah, some questionable calls here to start off the second half of play.
Yep.
That one with Julia Decker traveling still gets me earlier in this game.
Danny White gets it over all the way out into Walker. That's well short. Tried to sell a foul there. Here's Minakuchi with the ball. And lost it out of bounds. Back down East Long Meadow. There's Decker, gets it over to Walker. Walker with it around midcourt. She dribbles it over. And sees a cutting Danny White, who tries to get the reverse layup to go. That's no good. Danny White has to be careful here. She does have 3 fouls, I believe. Either 2 or 3 fouls from Danny White. Do you know, Colin, by any chance?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many fouls Danny White has?
Danny White has 2 fouls.
Well, she has 2 fouls.
And with 4:54 left in the third quarter, East Seminole leads 31-26. Both teams in a timeout break. Well, the trivia question wasn't too hard because I have that stat down for our notes tonight. It wasn't too tough of one. And I'm going to go with 2012 and 1,141 points. In fact, I can give you every single year if you would like. And Mr. Wright, Benny Wright's father, if you know him, the cornerback for the football team, giving him a shout out, coming over to say hello to Matt.
Right, so the question was, what girls basketball team scored more points in the regular season? And I asked, was it the 2011 team, the 2012 team, or the 2013 team? Now, Tom, because you're a cheater, no, I'm just kidding, you're not a cheater. But anyways, you did, like you said before, you did have the stats. So again, it is the 2012 team for anyone at home that did not know. Colin, what'd you guess? You said 2011 or something
yeah,
like
I
that,
said 11.
right? But it was a 2012. Did you know exactly how many? Oh, actually, no, I have here. It's 1,141 points.
Yeah, in 2011 they had 1,023 points, and in 2013 only 800 points.
Yeah.
Not even cracking 1,000.
So Westfield trailing by 5 with 4:40 to go in the third quarter. And they take a drive all the way to the bucket with the left hand, and they get it to go. It's back to a 3-point game with 4:30 to go left in the third. Here's Walker. Sees Ferrero. Ferrero over to Decker. Decker over to White. Looking to get the ball, and it's a jumper here by Decker. It'll be short, and it will stay with the Spartans. Inbound to Decker. Over to Mikowitz. Swinging the ball around. Nice look to Walker. She could not get that one to go, and it's going to stay with the Spartans again. Fresh 30 seconds here for the Spartans. Looking to make something happen here, as they have not been able to score in the past couple possessions. Over to Decker. Sees Ferrero wide open down low, and she gets a layup to go.
And right as Westfield starts to inch back in, East Long Meadow answers. They lead 33-28 with 3.5 left here in the third. Well, I've made a trivia question on the top of my head, and I'm 99.9% this is true. I'm going to ask it. I'll tell you guys the answer in the fourth quarter. And I know since baseball season is coming up and you guys both like baseball, here's the question. Who has created, defensively, the most outs in Major League Baseball history? It's a very well-known player. It's a hard question, but once you guys know the answer, if you don't get it, you're going to slap yourself in the face.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
One of the most controversial players in Major League Baseball history as well.
Pete Rose.
Yes, sir. Pete Rose.
Wow.
Now, how many? I'm not sure. I would have to look that up.
But now Westfield, as we were talking about that, has tied up the ball game at 33 with 3:18 to go left in the third. Ashley Horgan gets it over midcourt, gets it over to Decker. Decker looks to drive and kicks out to Mikowitz, and she's dropped on the floor. That'll be only the first Westfield team foul of this half.
Well, Westfield having no trouble getting the momentum back here in the second half when East Long Meadow had it in the second quarter. Tying this ball game up at 33, we're going to see Julia Decker inbound. Hopefully the Spartans can rebound and get back on track here.
Here's Decker. Sees O'Shea. Over to Mikowitz for three. No good. Westfield has a chance to go back on top for the first time of this game since
the first quarter, I think.
the first quarter, yep. And that's Patton who's fouled, and she'll go to the line. That's a 14th foul for the Spartans this half with 2:45 to go. Westfield has a chance to go back on top for the first time, like we said, since the first quarter.
Coach Maurer, will have Meg Lindsay, Gabby Haywood, and Danny White check in for the Spartans. First one's missed, and Ashley Horgan, Amanda Ferrero, and Jamie Mikowitz will take a seat.
Keep in mind that Danny White has 3 fouls, so
Yep.
have to watch that.
How many points has she scored again tonight?
She has 5.
So Bombers are back on top, 34-33. Here's Meg Lindsay. Sees Haywood down low. She's fouled. And Gabby Haywood will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Just thinking, we've had very bad luck against Westfield when we have a big lead. Sam Blake's 1,000-point game last year. The football game during the season. You could
Never
say
thought of it that way. But
tonight.
Yeah, they did have a pretty good lead earlier around the second quarter. But
Going into halftime, all 3 games, East Long Meadow had a wide margin of point differential, but
and now the Spartans are back on top, 35-34. We got 2:27 to go left in the third. There's Patton and a push, I believe, on Kelly O'Shea. And that, I believe, is her second personal.
and interesting enough, including this game, all 3 events at home.
Wow. Ball into Decker. Gets it over to O'Shea. O'Shea in a little bit of trouble. Dribbles out of it. Gives it up to White. White up top to Decker. Here's Haywood. In the corner. Gets it up to Decker. Decker looking to drive, and she's fouled. That's by number 2, Manacucci.
Two minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Spartans on top, 35-34. Here's White with it, swinging the ball around. Decker drives, kicks to Danny White, who sinks the 3, and it's back to a 4-point game. Spartans on top.
And Colin, is that Danny White's 8th point?
Yep.
And almost stolen by Kelly O'Shea, and it's going to be a jump ball. Excellent hustle there by the Spartans, and the possession is pointing towards the Spartans.
Slowly but surely, the momentum is starting to go back on East Long Meadow's side. And Matt, you know how big I am with momentum swings and how much chemistry can win a ball game for you. And you can see East Long Meadow taking it right back.
No doubt about it. Spartans on top, 38-34 with 1:22 to go. Here's O'Shea with the ball. Gives it up to Decker. And it's stolen. And it's given up to number 3. And she lays it up. And that's Kelly O'Shea's 3rd personal foul. That was Alicia Arnold with the steal. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2 to chance to make this a 2-point game once again. With now 1:10 to go left in the third.
And that's a 3rd Spartan with 3 fouls.
So it's Danny White.
Yeah, Danny White, Jane Mikowitz, and Kelly O'Shea all with 3.
So definitely foul trouble is a concern now for the Spartans as we approach the end of the third quarter. 16 fouls in this half. And she gets both to go. It is now 38-36. Spartans on top with 1:04 to go. And that one was almost stolen by Patton, but Decker is able to bring the ball over. Here's Danny with a pump fake. Looks to drive, and she draws the foul. That's on Alicia Arnold. And I believe that's her 3rd. So some key players on both sides of the ball are in foul trouble tonight.
Yeah, and you figure you have 3 players there that are in foul trouble. 2 of them can't play; they're injured. So you could have had Karina Lindsay and Olivia Bonavita come in, but
and that's stolen away by Patton. Gets it back out on top. Here's Manacucci wide open for 3. That's well off the mark. Rebound Meg Lindsay. Gets it up to White. Here's White pushing to the floor. It's a 2-on-2. Drives off the glass a little bit too much. Rebound by number 20. That was Moreland. There's Patton. Kicks it over. Swing. Arnold down low to Marlin. Stolen by Haywood. And Haywood gets called for a travel. I think that was a good call, though. She was on her knee, and then you can't get up off your knee once you are down and have full possession of the ball. So it is 38-36. Spartans on top with 27 seconds to go in the third. Is Manacucci with the ball. Gets it up top to Johnson. Johnson swings it back down low to Johnson. Off the glass, almost the and one. And that is Kelly
O'Shea's fourth.
O'Shea, yeah, her 4th foul.
Well, we all know who Nalani Walker will be checking in for. But if Johnson made that bucket, that would have tied the game at 38 all.
That's no good. Here's Walker will come in for O'Shea. So again, Kelly O'Shea has her 4th personal foul tonight, as we have not even entered the 4th quarter yet. And that's off the mark as well. She misses both from the line. There's 16 seconds to go. Coach Maurer calling for the last shot. And it's stolen. Here comes Westfield down the other way. She wants to draw the foul. And Gabby Haywood comes up with the rebound. Fighting for loose ball here. 2 seconds to go. Daniel White off the glass. No good at the buzzer. Well, we headed to the 4th quarter. Spartans are on top. 38-36. Tom, what are your thoughts in the 3rd quarter?
Well, the 3rd quarter, East Long Meadow was definitely shaky coming out of the 2nd half. Again, East Long Meadow only leads by 2 here. They went into halftime with a wide margin, you could say. And Colin, I want to get your thoughts as well on East Long Meadow's not collapsed, but slowly but surely Westfield's coming back into this ball game.
Yeah, it just seems like not many shots were falling for East Long Meadow now as they were before. It seems like the well's dry as they just can't get many shots to go. And the foul trouble here doesn't help with O'Shea, White, and Mikowitz.
All right, we're going to head into the 4th quarter with East Long Meadow leading 38-36, and we hope to join you after this quick break.
Sports fans, stay in touch with all of East Long Meadow High School sports by following us on Twitter using our handle @LCATSports. And if you miss any of the games on TV, you can watch the game at your leisure by visiting us on YouTube and searching LCAT 01028.
All right, we are back here. Spartans on top by 2 as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Bombers get it in. Swinging the ball around, and a foul called on the inside. That's going to be on Gabby Haywood. That's her 4th foul, if I'm not mistaken. Or 3rd, actually.
So Westfield will be shooting a 1-and-1.
Just adds to the list of how many Spartans are in foul trouble.
Yeah. Here's Mostello to the line. She's going to shoot 1-and-1. She hits the front end. A 1-point Spartan lead. And that's no good. It will remain a 1-point lead for now. Here's White dribbling up the side of the floor. Looking for her option. She's going to take it herself, and she's going to get called.
Travel.
For a travel, yep. Oh, well, one ref was going to call it travel, but the other ref called it an offensive foul. So that's Danny White's 4th foul.
So the bench keeps shortening for East Long Meadow.
Yeah, so now Kelly O'Shea has to come into the game. She has 4 personal fouls, and Danny White just had to sit down with 4 personal fouls. And now Westfield will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Oh.
A jumper, that's no good. Rebound, Meg Lindsay kicks it out to Decker. Decker pushing the floor. She tries to take it herself, and she's fouled on the ground. Here's Decker with the ball. Out to Walker. Walker dribbles off a screen. O'Shea, quick jumper that's well short. Spartans D'ing up here now with 7:09 to go. And it's nice defense by Kelly O'Shea. She tipped that one away. Bombers to inbound it. 7:04 to go in the fourth. Spartan's on top 38-37, and she's going to get called for a walk. So a lot of turnovers tonight for both teams.
Now, I'm surprised Coach Maurer even has O'Shea in the ball game because you have Duchesneau on the bench. I believe she's not in foul trouble. Kappa was not in foul trouble. I'm not sure if Ferrero is in foul trouble.
She only has one.
So there's 3 options right there. You risk having O'Shea out there. It's not like this is a life or death situation with 6:47 left, leading by 1. I mean, I guess if you're trying to put up the best match, I mean, here comes 2 substitutions right now. Colin, how many fouls does Jamie Mikowitz have for East Long Meadow?
She's got 3.
So she's got 3. She's going to come back in. Ferrero's not even in.
She has 1.
She has 1, so she's fine.
I think Coach Mauer's going with experience right now. He's going with mostly seniors, if not all seniors, and there's only 2 juniors out on the floor right now, and he's basically subbing in seniors right now because he wants that experience factor out on the court when they are just up 1 with 6:29 left to go in the fourth. So now every Spartan foul now, Westfield will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. They will be in the double bonus.
You know, and if I'm Westfield, you got to take advantage of that.
Oh, yeah.
Forget the 3s. You're only down by 1. Forget long 2s. Just drive inside. There's a 50-50 shot in every high school basketball game. The ref blows his whistle, he or she. So why not just drive it inside and take a chance that way? And it seems like a simple concept, but we've seen teams that'll pull up from behind the arc in this exact situation. It's unbelievable where they think, okay, let's shoot it from X amount of feet out instead of just going inside. I don't even know what the how far is the three-point line from that?
In high school, I believe it's 19.6 feet, something like that.
All right, so whatever the case may be, just drive. Like I said, I think there's more of a chance the ref blows his whistle, he or she, than they don't.
Right.
Especially if you draw contact. Anything to add on that statement, Colin?
Yeah, I mean, just drive and you'll probably get a foul, and maybe the Spartans will just back off and try not to foul, so maybe you'll just take an open lane.
And another foul here against Westfield. That will be their 16 foul. Spartans looking to inbound it here with 6:09 to go. Spartans are on top by just 1, looking to make it more. They get it into Walker. Walker tries to dribble off a screen. On top to Decker. To Kelly O'Shea for 2. No good. Rebound Westfield. Is Manicucci over to Patton. Patton kick out. Back down low to Patton. Makes a nice move to the bucket. Nowhere close. Rebound Mikowitz. Here's Decker. Tight defense by Manicucci. Handoff to Walker. Walker kicks back out to Decker for 3. Short. Rebound by Westfield. Hard fight for the ball. Ferrero managed to knock it loose, but not until Patton picked it back up. Over to Manicucci on the left side. Back on top to Patton. Patton down low to Mostello with the hook. It's good, and it's back to a 1-point Westfield lead. 39-38 with 5 minutes to go. This game is crucial for both teams, as the Spartans need 3 more wins to make the playoffs with 5 games left, and Westfield needs 2. And it's knocked away by Westfield. It was a tip. And it will stay with the Spartans.
Not to mention East Long Meadow has tonight's home game to try to win, and then senior night against Long Meadow. So you'd like to get those last 2 home games as a W and then go into that 3-game road trip, only needing 1 win to come out of it.
Right, and the only team they actually beat of the remaining games is Agawam, and that was by 2. They lost to Ludlow by 5, they lost to Pittsfield by 4, and they lost to Long Meadow by 12, so definitely something has to change as they head into the end of the season here.
That Ludlow game was a disgrace.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 years in a row the Spartans have lost to Ludlow.
When they probably shouldn't have. So they're definitely looking to get revenge when they go to Ludlow after the Long Meadow game. So Spartans with the ball here with 4:30 to go. It's 39-38. Westfield on top. Walker, no, it's tipped away by the Bombers.
Matt, 2 exciting games back to back. Agawam was a great game
Yep.
here, and Westfield, this one's shaping out pretty well. So the Spartans,
Walker to inbound.
Spartans playing exciting games down the stretch.
Swings it to O'Shea. Back on top to Decker. O'Shea down low to Meg. And she's fouled on the floor. It'll be the 6th team. Oh, no, that was the 7th team, so it's going to be 1-1 now for the Spartans. Both teams are in the bonus. Meg Lindsay will shoot 1-1 at the line, and Meg Lindsay is actually a pretty good free throw shooter. I think it's safe to say she makes at least 70% of her free throws.
Meg Lindsay is a very all-around ball player, you could say. She does an excellent job offensively and defensively, grabbing the rebounds for the Spartans and creating second-chance opportunities. As you can see, Nalani Walker, it's going to be off her hands and go Westfield's way.
So now we have a tie game with 4:11 to go. Here's Manacucci pushing the floor. Back over to Patton. She puts it off the glass. No good. And rebound by O'Shea. Big rebound, and she throws it away. Off the glass and no good.
Got to capitalize if you're Westfield there.
They missed a bunny. Spartans catch a break there. Down low to Meg Lindsay. Finds O'Shea. Kick to Gabby. And Gabby Haywood knocks down a mid-range jumper, and Spartans back up by 2. Manacucci gets it over to number 22. That's Mostello. Mostello off a screen. Back on top to Patton. Westfield with 3 seconds to shoot. Is Manacucci a floater? No good. They get her own rebound. And Westfield does not score on that possession. That was definitely a much-needed scoring possession there for Westfield. Here come the Spartans back down the other end, slowing things down. 2:55 to go. Spartans on top, 41-39. And it's knocked away. Stay with the Spartans. Tom, what are you looking to see from the Spartans as we now head into the final 3 minutes of this game?
Well, right now they have a 2-point lead, so I look for them to keep extending that 2-point lead, hopefully. But I'm going to look to players here on the court like Julia Decker, Danny White, Gabby Haywood, who really are the leaders right now on the court for the Spartans.
A deep 3 from White. That is no good. And O'Shea came up with it. And it will stay with the Spartans. So a nice hustle there by the Spartans. And they're going to get a fresh, well, almost a fresh 30 seconds. There's going to be 28 seconds left on the shot clock. But Julia Decker will take it, and she'll get fouled. Looks like she fell to the floor pretty hard there, but she will get up. She'll be fine. 41-39, Spartans on top with 2:32 to go left in the 4th. Some big free throws here from Julia Decker. She gets the first.
Matt, I'm not sure if you were calling the game with me last year or if I was doing it alone, but there was 2 back-to-back games where Julia Decker went to the line in basically the same situation. Can't remember what team, can't remember.
Yeah, I think I was with you with those games. And Meg Lindsay almost came up with the rebound, but it doesn't matter because the Spartans will get the ball back. That was an excellent hustle by Meg Lindsay. She was able to force the other team to tip it out of bounds, and the Spartans will get the ball back.
Danny White will be the inbounder for East Long Meadow.
That's going to be a foul by number 3, Alicia Arnold. So the Spartans are now in the double bonus. They're going to shoot 2. Walker to the line. Nice rebound again by Meg Lindsay. And Gabby Haywood cannot get that one to go. Here's Patton. She's pushing the floor. That's going to be 1 on 4. And it's knocked away by Walker.
Great
Excellent.
back tap.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Spartans will get the rebound on the miss there from Patton. Here's Danny White. Gets it on top to Walker. Walker with it on top. Sees Meg Lindsay down low. Oh, and she just couldn't get that one to go. Spartans are on top by 3 with 1:49 to go. 42-39 Spartans here in the 4th. This one turning out to be a great game, and the Spartans force another turnover here. Coach Maurer telling Decker to slow things down here. 1:33 to go. Spartans are on top by 3. Decker over to White. White drives it, takes it all the way to the hoop, and she gets it to go. What an excellent drive by Danny White. It's a 5-point Spartan lead with 1:17 to go. And a reach and foul by Danny White, and that's her 5th foul.
I didn't see any contact on that.
That's very risky. This late in the game when you have 4 fouls.
Coach Maurer calling over to have a mini conference with his team, but yeah, Danny White fouling out, and now Kelly O'Shea, I believe, will replace her, and she has 4 fouls.
So an unnecessary reach and foul will send Westfield to the line to shoot 2. Chance to cut it to a 3-point game with 1:06 to go.
I mean, that might also be an unnecessary call. I mean, the score is 44-39 with 1:06 left in the 4th quarter, close to playoff territory. Why not let them play if it's not that big of a foul? I didn't see much contact there. First of all, she didn't lose the ball.
Yeah.
So there's my first indication. They still have possession.
Right.
That's one thing soccer does well. When you commit a foul, if that team still has the ball, they just play advantage. You keep going. They don't stop the game. Technically, this could hurt Westfield if they're slowing down the momentum, if you think of it that way as well.
Yeah, but
I mean, I know Danny White fouls out, and they're going to benefit from that.
Yeah,
but
they
were coming back on a little bit of a run here, and now that it just stops.
Yeah, it was kind of a lazy reach and foul, though. Those are tough not to call. At the same time, like you said, those are tough to call. It's one of those calls that it wasn't a high-impact foul. But again, it was one of those weak little reach and fouls, and that will cause Danny White to foul out.
And if anyone thinks I'm stupid for my whole momentum rant there, did you watch the 2013 Super Bowl between the Ravens and the 49ers where the lights went out? What happened after the lights went out when the time stopped?
They lost momentum.
It didn't end up hurting them too much, but they did lose their momentum for sure.
So Menacucci will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is no good. And she gets the second one to go, so now it's a 4-point game with 1:06 to go. Spartans get it into Decker. Decker picked up her dribble. She's in trouble here, and the Spartans are forced to call another timeout.
Well, the nice thing about girls basketball is there is no rush to get it past the midcourt line, but Coach Maurer, knowing that East Long Meadow was in a dangerous territory there with Julie Decker getting double teams, but smart timeout by Coach Maurer. He's got to be running out of timeouts now.
Yeah, we don't
That
have
was our
the...
4th timeout taken.
Okay. So I believe they have one more. So I would assume they would work the shot clock here and don't force any unnecessary shots, because then you miss it and Westfield will get it right back and they'll have a chance to cut it back to a one-possession game. Certainly do not want that to happen if you're a Spartan.
No, I think they should just work it down to about 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And then start running a play.
Exactly. There's 25 seconds on the shot clock. We have 1:01 to go in the 4th here. Spartans are on top 44-40. So they can work it down to maybe 40 seconds, 45 seconds.
Right.
Let's see what they do here. They get it into Walker. Decker has it. She's getting pressured. She's going to need some help. Over to O'Shea. Gets it back over to Decker. Gets it over to Walker. O'Shea over to Decker with 10 seconds to shoot. 9 seconds to shoot. Swing it around. Here's Walker. 5 seconds to shoot. Walker drives for 2. No good. Rebound Westfield. 35 seconds to go. Spartans are on top by 4.
Very crucial here that East Long Meadow cannot foul.
Timeout Westfield. 30 seconds to go. Yes, and like you said, it is very important that the Spartans do not foul here.
Especially from behind the arc.
Oh yeah.
If it's Westfield's in a shooting.
Or even if they're not shooting, it's still 2 shots at the line.
Right.
Because both teams are now in the double bonus.
Both teams taking a lengthy timeout, discussing their final plans for the final 30 seconds in this ball game. East Long Meadow 44, Westfield 40. Again, East Long Meadow has 7 wins, needing 3 more to reach a playoff berth, while Westfield only needs 2 more at 8-8. Well, Colin Casey is keeping the books here at our table, but keeping the books for the varsity team is the head soccer varsity coach for the girls squad, Jenny Maurer. Or I should say Jenny Serafino at the end of the bench, talking to Coach Mo Leahy, who is on absence this season due to pregnancy, and she already has had her baby. But
New member to Spartanville, as we've previously mentioned. Or to become a member of Spartanville. There's Patton with the ball. Ooh. An over and back violation. That was a tough call.
I don't think any of us were expecting that.
Yeah. 28 seconds to go. Spartans will get the ball back.
People need to come back and help.
There's Haywood. 25 seconds to go, and they're going to have to foul, and they do.
Now, see, I wouldn't have Julia inbound here. She's probably your best free throw shooter on the court. I would have somebody like Meg Lindsay, who's tall, inbound for the Spartans.
So 24 seconds left. Spartans are on top, 44-40. Gabby Haywood looking to make it more. And she gets one. 45-40. Second one's no good. Rebound Westfield. 20 seconds to go. Westfield down 5. They get it. Down low. Nice move. Off the glass. No good. And they get it to go. That's Menacucci with 11 seconds to go. She gets the tap from her own teammate. Now Westfield is just down 3 with 11 seconds to go. So 11 seconds to go. Spartans on top, 45-42.
Well, it should be interesting to see what both teams do coming out of the timeout break. East Long Meadow with a 3-point lead. 2 back-to-back games here. Very excruciating for fans to watch. Very fun as well. And for all of you that are just joining us, Danny White, the star player for East Long Meadow, has fouled out.
It's definitely a big loss there for the Spartans. So the 5 coming out for the Spartans is Jamie Mikowitz, Nalani Walker, Meg Lindsay, Kelly O'Shea, and Julia Decker. 11 seconds to go. Spartans just need to get it inbounds and secure the basketball. And it's knocked away, almost stolen. 9 seconds to go in this game.
Both teams with no timeouts left.
Here comes my plan. They're going to have Meg Lindsay inbound and put Decker on the floor. So now that they're not going to guard the inbounder, or they're not going to have tight coverage on her.
And a violation on Meg Lindsay.
That was a quick 5 seconds.
Oh, it was a 5-second call?
I thought she stepped on the line.
Yeah, I think she stepped on the line too.
My mistake.
The ref wasn't really clear with the call, so it was either 5-second or a line violation. But anyways, Westfield gets the ball with 9 seconds to go.
I mean, I like what Coach Maurer did there. Take Julia Decker out of the inbounder position because she's probably your best free in this situation.
Yep.
Obviously, Haywood made 1 of 2 in a pressure situation, but Lindsay, I mean, she's not getting coverage, just makes a mental mistake. Hopefully it doesn't, cost you someone.
Yeah, the idea of putting a taller person, like you said, to inbound it is they can see over everyone else so they have a better view of the court.
And also, there's no inbounder that's going to guard her anyway because she is so tall. You
Right.
can guard Decker. She's not that tall. So, like you said, that's a great point.
Right.
I mean, all Decker had to do was come in front of that inbounder. There was about, 5 to 7 feet in front of the inbounder and the defense girl for Westfield. So all Decker had to do was come right in front of it, receive the ball, and take 2 seconds off the clock and go to the line.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised even if Westfield goes for a 2 here and a quick foul because the way that Westfield's been playing defense, they could force another turnover, but I would only imagine they do take a 3.
I think they'll go to either Minucci or Arnold from behind the arc.
Yeah, again, they have 9 seconds to go, so that is plenty of time to get a quick bucket, a quick 2, and a foul. So Manacucci will inbound.
Whatever East Long Meadow does, just do not make it foul before the inbounds pass comes in.
And it's stolen by Julia Decker. Gets it up to Kaylee Duchesneau, and she's fouled with 6 seconds to go. What a big spot here for the sophomore, Kaylee Duchesneau. 1 free throw should seal it.
Getting pulled up on varsity midway through the year.
Yep.
All you have to do is make 1, in my mind.
Yep. Kaylee Duchesneau could finalize this game right here and inch the Spartans' season closer to a playoff run. First one's no good. 6 seconds to go. 45-42.
Smart move by Coach Maurer to pull all his players back.
And
Oh, no.
it's no good.
5 seconds.
5 seconds to go. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1 for the 3 of the buzzer. It's no good. And the Spartans will hang on to this one and they'll win the game.
Well, why didn't Westfield call a timeout? Did they have any
I think
more?
they were out.
They were out.
I believe they were out of timeout. So, Tom, the Spartans hang on to this game. Your final thoughts?
Yeah, the Spartans improved to 4-2 in the conference to go to 8-8 overall, while Westfield goes to 5-2 in the conference and 8-9 overall. Both teams still in the playoff hunt, but a crucial win here at home for East Long Meadow. East Long Meadow's next game is at home against Long Meadow on the 13th, and Westfield's next game is at home on the 14th against Agawam.
All right, so definitely a good game for the Spartans tonight. Colin, your final thoughts on who is the top scorers tonight for the Spartans?
Before she fouled out, Danny White had 10 points, and so did Megan Lindsay. But with this win, seems like East Long Meadow's broken the Westfield curse.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I like that. So final score, Spartans 45, Westfield 42. The Spartans win this one. Until next time, I'm Matt Domenico, joined alongside Colin Casey and Tom Cronin up on the camera. Nick Balboni. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time.